Alright, what's up? Season 2, Episode 8, Finding a CS Job. I'm gonna make this quick. So I had the interview, it went well. Uh, it was interesting because I had told you guys that I was expecting a tell me about yourself question to start the interview. It's pretty much guaranteed that that's going to happen, and it didn't. He was like, "So what's new? How's everything going?" First he told me about himself, and then he said, "What's new? How's everything going?" And I'm just like, no. I'm sitting here at my computer. I have you know, how when you do a presentation you have like bullet points of things you want to talk about. I've got my bullet points on my computer. I'm just like, okay, stop talking. Say it. Tell me about yourself. And he never fucking did. So I told him about myself. I just went through my spiel. I just did it. I did not answer his question until the very end because my tell me about yourself is where I'm at currently. So you know, typically you want your beginning tell me about yourself thing to be a pitch. It's literally in books, it's everywhere. Tell me about yourself. It's such a common interview question, so I prepared for it. And man, he just threw me off so bad. But I got to it eventually. I told him what's new and how everything is going, and basically what my current plans are. And overall, it was great. I really don't know why I was so worried. Like, I'm sitting there, like, freaking out beforehand. I meditated beforehand. That helped a lot, actually. Calmed me down. And then, yeah, in the minutes, it's great because he called me a little late. And when I get late calls, I assume that they forget. So I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to get a call. He forgot. So it calmed me down a little bit. And then, um, yeah, overall, it went really well. Like I said, I don't know why I was so worried. It was just a conversation about myself, and it was a really high level, easy conversation. There were a few questions that I wasn't really prepared for. Yeah, overall, it was like the chillest interview ever. I don't really want to go into detail about it, but it was great. And after that, I was kind of just like I'm chilled out, like all that stress being released. And I don't know if I'm confident now, but like I don't really care if I had an interview tomorrow. Sorry, it's 2:50 in the morning for the record. I'm very tired. But yeah, if I had an interview tomorrow, I think I'd be fine. Like I know what I did. I have the preparations and everything that I made, and overall good stuff. Like I think I'll be fine. Um, so it went well because the next day I got an assessment test from them, and I was told that that would be round two. So I passed the first round, which is good. Hooray! It's been my first like behavioral interview in over a year, and I just prepared very well for it, I guess. I'm still waiting back on the assessment test that I took. It was a pretty good assessment test compared to the other one I had. It was a lot easier considering the job doesn't require as much experience. But yeah, another thing to prepare for with these interviews is have the salary that you want. This is not a tutorial series, but I just feel like sharing this knowledge because I had gotten my salary requirements like being asked beforehand or like during round one, so I just prepared for it. Like I better have a knowledge, like some form of what the range is going to be for this job. And when I was asked, which I was, uh, that was like, yeah, it's negotiable. I'm not like stuck on that number or anything. He's like, no, this seems pretty good. I'm like, okay, bro, whatever. Um, yeah, okay. So that's like another thing you can prepare for is know the salary that you're looking for ahead of time for that specific job. Know the location. Go on Glassdoor or something. That's what I did. Um, so yeah, I'm waiting to hear back for the assessment test, And that's really it. I mean, there's not much else that went on. I had the interview on Monday after I prepared the whole day and just like chilled. Then on Tuesday I got the test. I woke up to an email saying an assessment test. There was no like cutoff date to complete it, so I just completed it that day. And there were no languages listed. It was just a general written test. So it was better than the multiple choice one I took for Postmates. That one sucks. That one sucked. It was bad. After that, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I worked on this project here. And it's a question and answer website that my friend who's a senior developer he gave me. It's just something he uses to determine whether or not developers for this thing that he's working on are good enough to work on it. It's volunteer work, so he needs to have some form of barrier of entry. Otherwise, like someone that just learned Hello World could do it. But yeah, I developed this. It was really good experience. This is a MERN-stack application, so it's got MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. So it's a full stack JavaScript application, and all these questions are stored in a database. I have the answers. You can click them. You could see the answers. You can go back. Then you can ask a question. Whoops. I have to change that to make it so when you click enter, this works. But yeah, you can ask a question there. It doesn't refresh. It works perfectly. And then if I say hello, one answer. So it's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff going on under the hood of this. There's some validation as well. So 5 characters long. Got some trimming as well. So obviously this is more than 5 characters. If I do that, it needs to end with a question mark. So it'll be A and a bunch of spaces in there. I guess that's what it is. It looks like 1 space, but I think it's more than 1. Or maybe HTML just makes it 1. I'm not sure. But yeah, there you go. That might be a messed up thing. Beats me. But either way, this is good. I'm pretty happy with it. It gave me a lot of knowledge for React state management with the context API. So state management with Redux is used for like bigger applications, and there's some similarities to Redux here. And also, I learned a lot about just local state management, like component state and validation. I don't know. Pretty much a lot of things in regards to this this framework. I feel like I really leveled up with React, and I will be using React for the platform. So the streamer tools thing that I've been making, the thing that you saw maybe last video or the video prior with the goal bar, that's going to be in React. That's literally one of the first things that I'm doing next week. It's Saturday, by the way, so on Monday that's going to be what I work on. So yeah, there you go. I'm not going to show you the code for this. I'm too lazy, but yeah. So that is what I worked on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The whole thing. So it was good, and then I had my friend who gave me the project. I had him check it out and sort of critique my code, my coding style, and so I learned a lot there. I can't express how much I've learned from just, having a mentor. It's insane. Someone who's a senior dev and knows what they're talking about and like has done it and just is very good at programming. It helps so much to have someone like that just help you master and level up. So I feel like a boss right now, honestly, after doing that. But anyways, yeah, lead code. I didn't do any lead code, maybe like a few questions this week. Just didn't feel like it. Um, I really want to do written problems, so on paper, write out some programs and then just put them into lead code and see what happens. I want to do that big time. Also, just, typical stuff. Working medium, probably mediums, mediums on the platform, and then easies on paper. And then job search, I didn't do anything. I feel like an asshole for not doing that, but there really aren't. I did like a little bit of like research for jobs around the area, and there's like nothing right now. Nothing good right now. So I don't know. It's do I get picky? Do I not get picky? The way the world is right now, I don't know if I have a choice. It's weird. I'm gonna see how this thing turns out, and I have some places to apply to still, so I'll get all those out this week. It's happening. If I don't, then no video games for the week or something. The weekend. All right. Someone, someone, maybe someone will watch. And if I don't apply to the jobs that I have saved on LinkedIn, then I am not allowed to play Dota 2 or any video game for the whole weekend. That's how serious I am about getting these out, because I wasted the whole week not getting them out. Okay, so here's my goals for next week. I want to work on the platform. I have another assignment. I might even do some tweaking to this just to like clean it up a little bit and have like a proper repository with a README and everything on GitHub for employers. And then I don't think I'm going to work on the dupe site. That has Redux though, so maybe. There's not a whole lot of functionality on the dupe site. Can't think of anything. It's just a site, like a static site really, with some API calls of my content. That's really all it is. I could add like a forum maybe. What's the point? We have Discord. I don't know. Maybe I won't work on it. We'll see. I can't think of like any functionality for it. I don't know. Other than that, yeah, lead code, mediums, just working through those, and then do the easies on paper. I've been planning to do that for a while. I think I'm actually going to do it. So apply to the rest of the jobs, and then sleep. I've been good. I don't get up past 12. It's the same shit that I've been dealing with, but a little better. So instead of not getting up past 2, I don't get up past 12. Now I want to not get up past 10. So that is the next thing. And then if I don't get up past 10, I think I'll be okay to not get up past 8. So I'm going to take it easy. It's 3 in the morning, and I want to not get up past 10. It's Sunday tomorrow, so if I get up and struggle through the day, it is what it is. But on that note, I should get going. Yeah, next week I'll have more to show you. Maybe I'll have an interview next week, let's hope. But if not, I'll have more to show you guys and just more work to do. So, more videos for you guys. I don't know if anyone watches these things, but yeah. Thanks for watching if you did. I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm actually going to eat potato salad and then go to sleep. But yeah. Good night.